Hi all, welcome to my Team of the Week 16 predictions video. Now right off the bat folks, no FA Cup, so don't even expect any FA Cup players in this. If you see them in a prediction, the person's in a day and they're just doing it to hype up in pointless cards. So getting that out the way right out the road folks, so if you smash likes will be much appreciated. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G is a legend. All links are down below for posts on the channel and social media links as always. Comment down below who you think will get in Team of the Week 16. If you want another solid prediction to refer to, go by Kieran SFF, good lad in the community. His channel is always in the description below folks for an alternative Team of the Week prediction. So starting off in net with IF Navas, 4 saves and 8 on Lakipi. This is for the 1-1 draw. However, he made 2 saves and kept a clean sheet in the victory against Brest as well. So he's got a strong case. Well, a draw is usually hard to justify. I feel naturally he has a strong shout. So see what happens with that one. Defenders this week is a little bit tough because one standout option could happen. The others it's potentially forced a little bit because of ratings and so forth. But Gaia, 1 assist and a clean sheet for him. Yes, he has a foot freeze, but the inform would be an 85. So that's what will happen, not 87 as some people might predict. Danilo, 1 goal, 1 assist. Chiesa or Dybala are the alternatives. Dybala for the midweek game for 2 assists, and Chiesa was like 2 goals. But I feel Danilo is the most he gets in because Sassuolo are pushing for like Champions League football as well, and it was a big victory for Juventus really, especially with how their form's been this season. And the final shout is Thomas, an 8 on Lakeep for him. Very impressive performance in midweek. Usually an 8 is very hard to ignore with defenders, that's how I feel anyway. Midfielders, Parejo, 1 goal, 1 assist. Honestly, the guy always gets an inform out of nowhere sometimes, and this is that kind of week I feel it's going to happen, especially this week. IF Sancho, 1 goal, 1 assist, looks a very strong shout, and Lazare for 1 assist and a 7.5 on Gazzetta. 3 pretty, like Sancho's obviously going to be half decent. Lazare's obviously going to be in line with these rule breakers, and Parejo just an improvement regardless. But midfield, pretty heavy this week on a lot of discard options, especially is the way I'm looking at it this week. Forwards, not the most marquee options in the world, but it's still still some decent options nonetheless. Griezmann, 2 goals, 1 assist, should be pretty academic. Depay for 2 goals and a 7 on Lakeep. Volland, 1 goal, 1 assist and an 8 on Lakeep. Depay would go in line with his player moments, and Volland would go in line with his like foot freeze. Now the foot freeze obviously is 86 centre back. The informed Volland would be an 86 striker, so keep that in mind. And then Ilicic for 1 goal, 1 assist and an 8.5 on Gazzetta. Some outlets are posting 2 assists from, but the 8.5 on Gazzetta more than swings it in his favour regardless. So not the worst Team of the Week for starting 11, but we will delve into the subs and reserves from there. Going with Esser. Now his first inform was fairly recently Team of the Week 11. Other good goalkeeping shouts are like Larsenur, despite his massive muck up in midweek that was hilarious. If you've seen it on YouTube, highly worth checking that back. Odero against Inter. And for me, I feel Esser is a very strong shout for a second inform because he's 80 rated for his first inform, and 10 saves is very hard to ignore. If he'd kept a clean sheet, he would be a given, I would say, or at least nearly a given. But we'll see what happens. Esser is where I'm going, but time will tell. Hanover, to be honest, either Esser or Dukes deserve an inform. The way they've both been playing this season has been fairly impressive. Then from there we have Marapan for 1 goal and a clean sheet. For another defender, Monaco could see 2 informed this week, by the way folks, so keep that in mind as well. If Marapan doesn't happen, I would not be surprised if say Kenny Lala or somebody from Strasbourg to sneak in for the 5-0 victory. So keep that one in mind, like Jiku for example as well. Also got Hoffman for 2 goals, 1 assist as Borussia Mönchengladbach beat Bayern Munich 3-2. Amin and Harit for a goal and a hat-trick of assists, should be pretty academic. Velhander for a hat-trick. in Turkey, Valbuena for 2 assists in the Greek League. Camara is 1 goal, 1 assist, and Semedo for 1 goal and a clean sheet, but I feel Valbuena's just the most likely, just from what I've been reading from Greek media. But it's going to be tight regardless, potentially if one of those three were to get in. And Nesri for a hat-trick, the Sevilla forward. Jeremy Boga for 1 goal, 1 assist. Morelos for 2 goals. Now it's worth noting with Boga, obviously yes they lost tonight against the Sassuolo, lost to Juventus, but it's the midweek game is what Boga gets in for. That is what happens usually a lot of the times as well, so keep that one in mind. Now Morelos obviously with a penalty, I meant to say before I jump back to Boga, but I still feel Morelos deserves in the team of the week. My reserves this week is not the strongest, not the worst, but we will take what we have and take it from there. Rossapal, 1 goal, 2 assists and a clean sheet. Kyle Larin for 4 goals. Unnachu for 3 goals. And that kind of sums up the silver pile this week. I've noticed this kind of like trend lately. I'm toiling on the silver to gold front. I don't know what it is, I really do not know. Like silver stars this week could be quite half decent. Serie A stands out, Ligue 1 stands out, you could even see EFL potentially, like Leagues 1 or 2 sneaking in somewhere, but it's, or even like Eredivisie for example could sneak an option, but I find that's kind of been my trend. Like the problem is like leagues like Freiburg for example won 5-0. Demirovic deserves a strong shout for 1 goal and 2 assists. It's trying to fit him in over some players, or Czerny for 2 goals 1 assist, or Gizu for 2 goals 1 assist. It's sometimes hard to include some of these players because you see, so you're at 23 and you're like, who can you drop? And that's kind of why I was like, do I drop Marapan for one of those players? Like potentially tomorrow when I tweet this out anyways, I might have a clearer idea of maybe any final adjustments, but I would say at the moment this is kind of where I'm going with my team of the week 16. The 23 that I'm at the moment with, I'm happy. As I said, it might change come as I said tomorrow on Twitter. There's not many games to work with, so keep that one in mind. So let me know folks in the comments below, as I said, who you might think will feature. Check Kieran's predictions as well if you want a guide. As I said, FA Cup does not count, so do not expect any players from team to feature in the team of the week from the FA Cup. So smash like always folks, would be much appreciated. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G's a legend, and I'll catch you all later.